wrestling? That's the one that got me.
We're ready to believe you.
All right, we're back with another episode of Ready to Believe. I'm Jamie Pale Rider.
Rob Williams.
Today we are talking Ecto goggles. This is really exciting for me, actually, mostly because, like with the two in the box campaign, like with the PKE meter and the trap, that's something that I basically don't have to do anything about. I just have to wait.
Right.
Like I can't just. I always think of Homer waiting for his gun. Just the way the Tom Petty song.
Yeah.
The waiting is the hardest part. So
Gonna
that
get
I'm
us
just
demonetized.
sitting back waiting. Where there's nothing really out there that is like a one shot, just one and done kind of Ecto goggle solution. Now, obviously there's lots of 3D printed like models you can get, and you can make them yourself.
In this case, you can...
Yeah, so Christina and I both started off with the Party City Ecto goggles. Like, they're literally just a very light, cheap plastic shell. They're super inexpensive, which is really nice. And then we've just gone and weathered them. Yeah. The weathering makes a huge difference.
I've been having troubles finding these.
Yeah?
So, yeah, I've been looking constantly. You go to Party City, they're never there. So they are hard to find. And unless you go online, but I think we saw it online one time for
they'll come back
astronomically pricey.
Yeah,
it seemed like it was a joke.
Don't spend a lot on these.
Yeah.
You can get them locally at a Party City or like a Spirit Halloween for not that much.
Right.
The Party City ones are actually less detailed ones from what I've seen than the actual Spirit Halloween ones.
Okay.
So if you can grab the Spirit Halloween ones, those are really good, and then just weather them up.
It looks really good. You guys did a great job weathering.
The weathering adds so much. It basically, like, it took these from looking like a cheap plastic toy to something a little more legitimate. Like I've added some real snaps, like hardware wise, on there.
Is that what this is right here?
Yeah. So before they were just looped through the plastic.
Nice.
Like they're for what you pay. They're pretty good. I swapped out the straps to be a little bit thicker, a little more realistic to the movie. These are really nice because like I can hang them off my belt like Ray does, and they can be like banging off my leg, and I'm not really worried about damaging them or anything like that.
Right.
I really like wearing Ecto goggles at events.
It's one of the things I kind of wish I was wearing when with it called.
I love how much they add to the costume wearing them.
Yeah.
Like when I'm looking at photos of myself with them off and with them on, I always like the photos with me wearing them.
It's like wearing a
more.
good hat.
Yeah, right. So with that in mind, and with no kind of one-shot solution from like Hasbro or anything like that available, I've kind of been scouring the internet, and I ended up finding a person through Reddit, of all things, in like the Ghostbusters subreddit, who is showing off these Ecto goggles that he's making as commissions for people. He sells them through eBay, but so I found his listing on eBay and jumped on. He's a maker from the UK. We'll have to put up his name,
right?
Because I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation, so we'll have to put it up on the screen. But like, these are just like custom built goggles that he's made and shipped out.
They're so nice.
Yeah, just like model wise and everything like that, they're quite realistic.
Yeah.
He's got the stickers on there on the lenses that are all weathered up. There's like real hardware holding on the strapping.
The strapping itself is a green military sort of color.
Yeah, and like it's elastic in the back. These buckles are not functional for sizing, they're just for looks. So like, looks wise, they're a great detail. It'd be nice if they were functional for sizing, because like out of the box, the strapping is too big for my head. Mm-hmm. So like I wore them on a call yesterday, and they kept like, I would just wear them up on my forehead, but they kept like slipping down.
No, the UK have huge heads. Size it at pillow.
So basically what I'm gonna have to like seam rip the sewing. He's got some elastic on the back, so like this is basically like nylon webbing in the front with elastic in the back, so I'm gonna go in and seam rip and just tighten up the fitting a little bit, just so they sit more nicely on my forehead. Because let's be honest, like I'm not spending a lot of time wearing them over my eyes. One of the big reasons, so like a positive and a negative to this, he added lights. So there's a little switch on the side. So like cool. The light up green lens, I love. This out of the box, this red blinky light is extremely bright. So like I would flip it on and it's like, holy crap.
So you can see it on the inside,
like
or is it on
no, from the outside. So yeah. I've gone and popped a lot of paint on it, basically like to weather it, but also to take down the brightness. Because like now you can actually like look directly at it and not feel like your retinas are being seared or you're being blinded. But out of the box, it's extremely bright. It's basically like looking at someone who has like LED headlights at nighttime, and they're like, ah. Like,
when you walk into that subway and they got the scanner pointing at you as you walk in.
Yeah, you're getting involuntary laser eye surgery, basically. So like the electronics, like the light, is a really good choice, a really nice touch. But yeah, just highly recommend if you do go through this guy, pop some paint on there and take that down. The other thing, if you do wear them while the lights are on, the green light is basically right in front of your eye. So I'm going to have to put something in there to like block it.
Okay. Diffuse the light out.
Well, just to like block it so it's not like directly like right in front of your eye. And it's just powered by like a 9-volt battery. But like if you're wearing it, that green light is right in front of your eye, which is not ideal.
But on the outside, it looks fantastic.
I love that the lens lights up and it's pretty diffused too. So like it doesn't just look like, you know, an LED in there.
It's got some cool things on it. Like it looks military with the dials. The color looks military. It's got extra little, what we call in the 501st greeblies.
Yeah.
Like if you compare the two, I mean, it's just, it looks officially like they raided a military store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I confess I haven't done my research on the goggles beforehand to figure out like their lineage or anything like that, but they look like night vision goggles,
right?
Like old school night vision goggles. So it's these look great. The maker has weathered them up, so they look kind of beaten up, especially on the stickers and everything like that. I love it. I've gone and done some weathering myself as well, just to give it a little bit extra. I basically started like I needed to pop some paint on that light, so I may as well do a bit more weathering while I'm in there. So like I've weathered these kind of knobs up a little bit.
Do they adjust or turn it
No.
No. But they look like they can.
Yeah. So. Yeah, they look great. I'm super happy with them. So yeah, I just need to adjust the strapping so they fit my head, and they're going to be great at events.
Awesome.
Especially the light up. Like the lights add so much to them. Yeah, just overall, just shape, model, everything like that. They look pretty legit.
They do. They look fantastic.
Yeah. So I'm very happy with them. But yeah, if you can get the Party City ones, or better yet, the Spirit Halloween ones. I know not everybody's going to have the old Matty Collector ones kicking around,
City
which
ones,
is unfortunate.
Spirit Halloween ones are better?
From what I've seen, the Spirit Halloween ones, shape-wise, and like their mold is a little bit closer to this.
Gotcha.
It's a little more accurate if that's your priority. Price-wise, as far as I remember, they were pretty comparable. Either way, like I love what they add to the costume, just the night or the Ecto goggles in general. Yeah,
it just feels nice. I like it.
It adds a lot.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's so just this awkward, weird brim that sticks right out.
Right. So like I said, I had them at an event, but we were outside and it was hot. So like I was sweating, and then they would just like. So they were basically doing this. So like the padding is in my eyes, but yeah,
blocks the light at least.
So yeah, if I was sweating at all, like just here is totally fine. But I started to sweat, and then so yeah, I'm gonna have to tighten them up a little bit.
But I see there's padding as well. It's nice.
Yeah,
and
the
soft.
padding is really nice on them. And then when you pop them on like this, I'm gonna close my right eye for this, but
it looks great.
Right? It looks really good. But just don't accidentally open your right eye. I just did. Yeah. There it is.
You looked at the trap, right?
I looked at the trap, right? So yeah, we'll pop the seller's information on here. It's a really talented maker from the UK. Yeah, overall, I'm very happy with them. They look amazing.
Awesome.
So yeah, this is basically my solution. This is my one in the box.
Yeah.
Like for
great.
It's basically like the one kind of high-end piece of kit that Hasbro hasn't either already put out or is not planning on putting out that I've seen. I wouldn't be surprised if they do Ecto goggles in the future. If they do, let's be honest, I'll probably jump on that too. But yeah, in the meantime, this is an amazing solution.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah, that's about it. So again, we're still a month and a half more than that ahead of our blood drive. So if you're in the Lower Mainland, you're willing to get involved, either in costume, taking photos with people, donating blood in costume or out of costume, definitely come and join us July 6th in North Vancouver.
Yeah.
If you're not local, and if you want to get involved, let us know. Send us photos or even just shoot us a quick message. We'd love to hear from you.
All the information below. And if you'd like to join the Gen X Wing team, again, all the information is below. Links and everything.
Awesome. As always, thanks for watching.
Thank you.
I'm Jamie Pale Rider.
Rob Williams.
And we're ready to believe you.